more than happy to help. So our resident seals are called Morag and Heather. Morag is Heather's mother. She's 18 years old and Heather is 10 years old. This is Heather that's trying to making her way over. Now Morag, because she's a bit older, she's sussed out that she'll get fed regardless of her doing her exercises or not. We try and call them exercises as opposed to tricks. Now Heather, she's a younger seal and she is very active, especially when Michael feeds her. Those two have got quite a good bond, so we should see her doing really well today. These two are common seals, and they're also known as harbour seals. The harbour seal is the American name for them. Around the British coastline there's two types of seals. There's the common seal and the grey seal. The grey seal is more common though than the common seal, so you can see why we've adopted their American name, just to save any confusion. Now there's a few ways to tell the difference between harbour seals and grey seals. The easiest way is to have a look at their faces. Harbour seals, like the one just behind you as well as the big picture board, they've got foreheads that stick down into their nose, and then they've got big round nostrils. They're a bit more human-like. Whereas the grey seal is a bit more dog-like. Their noses are joined onto their foreheads, which looks a bit like a muzzle, and they've got parallel.
Are you recording that?
Grey seals are also a little bit more athletic and a bit larger, but that's hard to tell unless you've got one of each kind. Now today we're feeding them on herring, herrings being their favourite, which we use to reward them once they've completed their exercise quite well. You'll notice the guys will whistle as well to them, so they're not always rewarded with a fish. So let them know they've done a good job. We do use the whistle as well.
Oh, that's a gimmick. You still recording?
Now these two have been in all their lives. Morag lives in a zoo in Germany, and she's moved to Belgium, where she then lives here. And then they come to live with us here at Deep Sea World, so they'll never be released back out into the water. However, we do cater for abandoned seal pups, and we do this in the pool behind me now. We've not had any for a while, so it isn't a little bit of a mistake, doesn't need cleaned out, but we would do that upon the arrival of any seal pups. Like I said earlier, around our coast we've got quite a lot of seal activity, especially out in the Forth and along the north side of the Forth. If there was any abandoned or injured seals, best advice we can give you is to contact the SSPCA. They'll bring them in first of all to an animal sanctuary just further north of Inverkeithing called Middlebank Animal Sanctuary. They'll receive any primary care they need there, so any first aid or medication they need they'll receive at Middlebank. And then they're brought to us for the second part of the rehabilitation process. Because Middlebank's so far inland, they don't have access to salt water like we do down here, being so close to the Forth. The Forth is just, if you can see the sort of gap between these two rocks, just on the other side of these houses. So we have them and we put them in the pool. Are you still recording that? Like where I am just now. So we come Morag and Heather. We reintroduce them into the water, then film them swimming, and we also fatten them up until they reach their target weight and their target length, so they're big enough and strong enough to fend for themselves once they've been released. Now we release them down at Silver Sands Beach in Aberdour.
Are we gorgeous? Oh, I never thought. The better big one.
So we do this down at
This is going to be funny. No, but look, it's a better big one.
Before you head back inside. There's also a little chart of how many seals we've had in over the years and how many we've released successfully. Seal Sanctuary's been open for about 5-6 years now, so it's been here quite a long time. Now the guys can come in quite close to the seals, arrested seals, but with the seal pups we want them to retain their natural fear of humans, so we don't get up close and personal with them, we just put the fish in beside them and allow them to catch themselves. Now all the food is not live, it's caught and frozen, we eat them the night before, and then we can prepare it in the morning. So if we did need any medication, we look at it and get it done that way.
How do you know that you haven't seen them before?
The question we're asked quite often about the seals is why do they swim upside down? Once the feet swim around their enclosure, they'll be upside down, and that's simply because in the ocean their prey would be below them, so they can have a look for it. So these guys are just looking for any fish left over from their feast. People get a little bit confused as well between seals and sea lions, and it's very easy to tell the difference. The sea lions are a bit more athletic looking than the seals.